Welcome back, y'all. Let me tell you guys, this is the least wow, that is like pointed way lower at us than normal.
Yeah.
I can see my whole crotchal area.
I guess, yeah.
Whatever, though. Guys, this is the least I've wanted to record in a long time. And it's not because I don't like you or I don't like this podcast. I cannot stop reading this book, dude. And now I'm pissed. So we had... my computer needed a restart. Shit wasn't working right. So we went ahead and we restarted it. And I started this next part of the book.
What part? He's reading November 9 by Colleen Hoover. And I'm reading Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover.
She just found out that he's raising his brother's kid with his brother's wife.
Isn't that... I almost cried. I literally almost cried at that part when she found out. I was... my heart hurt so much for her.
My heart hurts right now. Guys,
I almost cried.
This is a little sus. I might be gay. I don't know. But all I know is I can't put this book down.
I read this book, the book that he's reading. I read this probably like a week ago or so. And I told Dylan, I'm like, it was like... it's like one of those like...
you didn't... no, you
it's a romance book, but it's also like... it's... I don't know. I don't want to explain too much. It's very good. Please don't. But... it was making me have all these dreams about falling in love and like just all this crazy shit. And it was good, but I didn't know if you would like it.
That's where you got me fucked up.
It's so fucking good.
Like, you don't... I know, like, all I read right now is thrillers, but that's just, like, that's my genre that I like. But, like, I read...
like, I want to get all of Colleen Hoover's books.
I have read, like... I used to read Nicholas Sparks all the time. My mom would switch those back. And you want to talk about romance. That's pure romance. Like, next level
it's romance with a twist of, like... it's not thriller, but it's not
suspenseful though.
Yeah,
it's dramatic.
It is. It's very dramatic. You're like, what's going on?
I think that's what you fail to realize is all books for the most part are dramatic. Like, no one wants to read just a book like about
this book.
You know?
I'm only like 50 pages.
How did she pop up? Like,
I don't know.
She clearly like has a lot out.
She has the same like theme, like, and I want to read all of hers, I think, because they're all about like, not all of them, but like they're about like, it starts with us, it ends with us, like those books everyone is talking about.
But here's my thing, like, she clearly has a lot of books out, so like she's been around for a while, but I feel like now I see everyone talking about Verity.
I don't know, TikTok and Verity, like
that book's not even like this year.
I know that, but like it just all of a sudden it's 2021, but all of a sudden it has popped off on TikTok. Everyone's talking about Verity.
But even that, like, that's the outlier in her catalog.
I know, but then I think that people have always loved Colleen Hoover.
I've never heard of her until my mom gave me a book.
I've always people I know always recommend like books of her.
Just shaking it around.
And people like always post on their Snap stories. But I follow a lot of girls and stuff. I don't know. But I've known about her for a while. I was just like, oh, like whatever, you know. I wasn't ever a reader, so I didn't really care.
Can't stop.
That book is so good.
Like, we're going out to dinner after this, and I don't want to go.
Wait till it ends. It's so good.
Oh, I'm going to probably finish it tonight. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm going to have to stay up until I finish it. I can tell already. I'm hooked. Like,
I couldn't put that one down.
I just want to get off. I want to be like, all right, guys, 3-minute episode. I'm going to go read now. Like, that's how I feel
this book's going to get good, too. I'm getting into the characters and stuff, but I think it's going to get good. And I'm excited.
My heart hurts right now.
Oh, I almost cried during that part. I almost cried. I was like, wow. No fucking way.
Man. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to ruin it for people if they haven't read it. And I also don't want you to slip up and tell me something. But, man, it literally, like, is just happening.
Mm-hmm. Brought tears to my eyes. I was laying in bed next to you reading it.
And the worst part is, I know he still wants to be with her instead. I know it. But now he feels he's attached because he got a kid in the mix.
Mm-hmm. And because she didn't show up.
She did show up.
Did she?
See, this is why I don't want to talk about it because now you're slipping up.
No, that's what I thought that's what started all of it, though.
No, she left. They talked about him moving to New York and she... because they thought that the sister-in-law was going to leave with the kid.
Okay.
And then she felt bad to make him leave because she didn't want to leave anymore. Like, she wanted to still raise the kid there in the house. She didn't want to go home to her mom's. And so he said, like, I'll still go. Like, he still wanted to move across the country. Mm-hmm. And she basically told him no.
Yep. That's what I meant. That's what it was. She said something and he was like...
And I mean, I get where she was coming from because I think he would have done the same thing.
It's just a crazy concept in general. Like, just a crazy concept.
It's not that crazy. I feel like it's been... That's a concept that's been used for sure.
I know, but, like, I didn't know that. But it's just... It's crazy. Crazy concept, crazy book. Wait till you fucking read
There's,
the
like,
ending.
some of the fucking Hallmark
You're about
Christmas
to
movies
shit
that
your
that
drawers
concept.
when you finish that book. That's all I gotta say.
I hope in a good way, man. I don't even want to look at your face because I don't want to give anything away, but... God, make these two get together.
It definitely pulls on some emotions. It's definitely a good book. Every emotion possible.
I'm not ready for them to get together when they're like in their 50s, dude. Like, let them spend their whole lives together because that's probably what's going to happen.
Just wait. You'll read. You'll find out.
But anyway,
You're
guys.
almost done. It's a quick read, too.
I'm not almost done. I'm halfway through.
It's quick. You're halfway, but that shit was like... I felt like I literally... When I read that book, I felt like I watched a 30-minute episode or just like a 45-minute, like...
It's because like
little
he just jumps right
thing.
into all their meetings.
Yes, and that's what I like about it too. There's no fucking bullshit. It's just like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you're really only learning about a couple characters,
and you're only learning about a few days at a time. Like it's really good.
Are very, very good. Like she can make some characters. Man.
Yeah, they're very well developed, and she's very good. And I feel like I know them. I feel like I know them.
I'm invested in their
like
relationship.
The poor girl with the scars. I'm just like, oh, my heart hurts for her. Like always putting her hair in her face. Like I feel like I can vision her walking in here, like going like this all the time. Like, yeah, it's sad. It's cute though. Good book. I liked it. But yeah, guys, Barnes & Noble has a sale going on. It wasn't that great, but I did get 3 books for $37, and 2 of them were hard copies.
I was about to say it's probably not going on, but I guess
this is
literally the day
it's
before,
until the
so
9th
it's probably gone.
of September.
Oh damn, that's a few weeks. So yeah, guys, you can get it.
You can get.
It's not all the books, but it's all new books, which is cool.
And there's enough where you can find at least 1 or 2. That's everything, and then a lot of other books are buy one get one half off.
Never mind,
too.
continue. I was scared. Actually, I still am scared it stopped. Never mind. It's just playing tricks on me here.
Yeah, but they have buy one get one half off books too. So, and I didn't even know. Like, I don't even know how the one book I got was on sale. Like, it must have been half off, but like it wasn't advertised. It was their monthly pick, so you would think.
Because when we went up front, she said, "Do you want to get one of my monthly picks for half off?" And it was behind the desk.
Yeah,
you see that?
It's about
behind
to be
the
good.
counter, whatever.
Heaviest book I've ever felt for being only.
Pick one of them up.
Well, no, but for only being 350 pages, and it's heavy as fuck.
It's a paperback.
It is so heavy. I was like, "What is in here?" But yeah, I'm excited.
I can't believe you're a bookworm now.
I am excited. I can't wait till this one gets more interesting.
All right, let's get off the book topic.
All right.
Go ahead, put me on blast. I already know what's coming.
This is something that I've been wanting to talk about, and it happened a while ago in terms of...
No,
it was like a few days.
Yeah, but it was before the last episode, or after the last episode.
It is so tragic, everybody. My boyfriend is tragic. He is tragic. He's gross. He's rude. He's nasty. He's smelly. So the other day, we were just sitting on the couch, hanging out. Like, I don't even know what we were doing.
I just got back from my thing.
From what?
My conference last weekend. I think it was that night.
Yeah, so he got back from his conference, and when he was talking about like how he needs to shave his gooch and his butt because it's getting all tangled again. He just started running again, and now it's getting all tangled up under there. And I was like, all right, dude, like whatever, just go shave. Like I really don't give a shit.
But here's the thing, like she always like tries to stop me from saying nasty shit, but she says nasty shit, and that's just supposed to be okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
It's like she says, I can't even tell you the things she says. But just know, she says equal or worse things.
So he was talking about his fucking hair, and I was like, okay, like, cool, go shave him, get it together, do what you gotta do. And we're sitting on the couch, and I don't even know what we're doing, but he, for some reason, like, puts his hands in my face. Like, he's fucking with me, and he puts his hands in my face, and I have a really good nose. And I was like, I was like, ew. I'm like, your hands smell weird. Like, get your hands out of my face. Anything. But in that moment, I literally saw him, like, shut down in a way, like, a moment of realization. I didn't know what it was, but I did not even want to.
What's sad is I kind of knew.
He knew immediately, because we went back and we talked about it. I was just like, it smelled gross. I was like, your hands fucking stink. Get them out of my face. Your hands smell. So then a few minutes later, he was talking, he looks at me and he's smiling, and he was like, yeah, what did you say?
I don't remember exactly what I said, but I said, you know how my hands stink?
He was like, yeah, well, I've been playing in my butthole trying to get those hairs entangled, and yeah, that's what you smelled. It was my butthole. And I looked at him and I was like, and you fucking knew. I was like, because I saw your face after I said something, and I had an inkling. I'm like, his hands smell like ass. Like, I didn't want to say that because I didn't know if you ate something weird or what. Like, I didn't know, and I really didn't want to know too much. But he was like, yeah. He's like, immediately I knew. He's like, as soon as you said something, I knew what it was. And oh my God, it was so gross. So I smelled Dylan's ass. It was disgusting. And I just couldn't believe he did that. I couldn't believe. Like, you really dug in your ass and then had the audacity to put your hands in my face. I want to know, when were your hands in your ass? Like, were you just sniffing your fingers and, like, smelling on it?
No,
and like,
I was sitting there doing it. I was sitting there.
You were sitting there digging in your ass.
I was turned the other way. So, like I was leaning on the middle thing, but this hand was doing a little thing.
And you really put that hand in my face. I thought maybe it was, like, a while ago you might have forgotten.
No, that's how I knew right away. I knew right away because it had happened so recent.
That is rude.
Act like you don't ever dig in your butt.
I mean, I do, but I don't. It's not like my hairs get tangled. It's for different reasons. Like,
you be talking about.
Sometimes hair gets in my ass and I pull it out, and that's. But I'm not digging in there and untangling. I just pull one little hair. Let's not act like
she enjoys it. She enjoys.
Every girl you know enjoys it. I don't even care what you say. People talk about it on TikTok. It's a weird feeling.
People do not talk about that.
Yes, they do. Bro. Are you kidding me?
People talk about everything on TikTok.
They do, but I'll go show you my liked videos because the girls talk about it.
Guys, go ahead and comment below if you enjoy what a hair feels like sliding out of your anus.
It feels good. And you know that, like, if it's illegal, that trend going on, like, if it's illegal, I've seen one, like, if pulling hairs out of your butt crack, like, something about feeling good and pulling hairs if it's illegal. And it blew up. And then there was another one talking about if feeling your pubes
Go ahead, finish your thought.
I feel like your pubes sticking out of your leggings is illegal, or playing with your pubes or sticking out of your leggings is illegal.
Yo, why do y'all have pubes sticking out your leggings?
Because I don't wear underwear with my pubes, and it's happened.
Why do they stick out?
One time I was in school.
Why are they so low?
What do you mean? Like, when you have pubes, they grow straight. Like, you shave them, and then they grow out, but they're straight.
Oh, you mean like you feel them through your leggings?
Through your leggings.
I think you meant like they're out the top of your little fucking
No, like right now, if you touch me right here, you can kind of feel them.
I'm cool. I'm not.
But one time.
The one time we got ourselves on camera, you're over here playing with your pubes.
But one time, I was in high school, and I was wearing yoga pants, and I looked down, and I can just see all my stubble sticking through, just shining in the light. I was like, wow. And what do? You just have to leave it. What do? You can't do anything. Take some scissors and cut. Go to art class. I don't know. But yeah. So that's the thing. But anyways, back to Dylan's stinking ass fucking fingers. Disgusting. And now that I know that you did it a few minutes previous to, pisses me off even more. Bro, because you knew that hand, and you really got in my face.
No. So
like, you were in my...
Wait. Yeah, I know I was. But I do that a lot. Like, I be in your face a lot, but I also dig in my ass in that chair a lot, if we're being real.
Well, I've never...
So, like, the fact that that's the first time...
I've never smelled your ass.
The fact that that's the first time you smelled it is kind of crazy.
No, Dylan.
Because I be in there, bro.
Don't do that again.
I be in there.
Do not do that again.
I wonder if they smell right now.
I don't know, but you're fucking gross.
I haven't dug my ass much today.
And he's like, oh, I'm going to go wash my hands for you. I was like, for me? I'm like, wash your hands for you, you dirty, stinking finger ass, booty digging, nasty ass. Like, no, don't. He's like, I'm going to go wash them for you.
It was for you.
10-second wash. I was like, he's like, you want to smell them? He's like, you want to smell them now? I was like, no. I'm good.
It would have been funny if I went in there, just ran the water, and just started digging my ass more, and they came out and I just smell it.
Like, no, I'm good. You're not a kid. I don't need to do the smell test on you. But disgusting.
I don't think it's that. Honestly, I think it happens to more people than you think.
It was just such a pure, fresh smell. Like, it...
Because it was recent.
It was so pungent, and I was just like... I immediately called you out. And I could see your whole face turn. You, like, curled your fingers in, and, like, your face went blank, and you were like... In that moment, you're like, damn, I really just...
And it was in that moment he knew he fucked up.
For real. Help me.
Wipe that shame off your face.
It is shameful. It's something I never wanted to do. I never have had the desire to smell your butt, go near your butt. It grossed me out. The day you bent over and spread your ass cheeks open is the day.
You're fake though. You be asking for shit, and then when I do shit, it's too much.
Because I did not ask for it at that time, and you just did it on a whim. You bent over, spread them open, boom, right there, and I was just like.
So when you ask for it, you think that it's gonna look any better?
I'd be prepared for it. I would be prepared and like, okay, I'm ready to whatever. But you just dropped and did it, and I was like. It was so dark. It was hairy. I was like,
what do you expect it to look like back there, dude?
I've never seen it. I don't know, but it was just alarming. And you did it so fast.
You want me to show you right now and I'll blur it out?
No, you did it so fast. And I think I was on the toilet.
No, you were in bed and I was in the doorway of the bathroom.
Yes, and you just bent over and you just spread them open. And I was like, wow.
What did it look like? I actually hate looking into buttholes.
They're dark. Like they're darker.
They're scary.
Yeah, they're dark and it was a little bit hairy. But you just have like a hairy, like it was like the
line.
butt. Yeah, like the butt.
Yeah. Correct. Do I have a very hairy ass?
No.
But like no? Okay, cool.
No.
Because I feel like I really don't. And I know some dudes who got some furry buns.
Your butt is basically bare of hair. Like your crack might have hair, but your butt itself has like no hair. Your little booty.
Stop talking about my butt. I can see that face, bro. I'm not in the mood for your shit right now.
I won't get into it anymore about his butt, but we're just move right along.
This is why she had stinking ass hands in her face. Because she be out here talking shit.
I'm not talking shit. They don't even know what I'm talking about.
But I do. So just because they don't know doesn't mean you're not talking shit. What?
Dylan has a cute butt. He doesn't let me see it often, but when I do,
what do you mean?
You be hiding it.
You
be scurrying against the wall so I don't see it. You be like, yes, you do.
I do not scurry against walls.
You be just like turning real fast and like walking like, yes, you do. You don't. I think it's subconscious. You don't realize it. But when your pants are off and you have your ass out, you are always turning your front towards me. Always. Like, you always are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm
Next
not.
time you do, I'll point it out. Yes, you do. You don't just ever walk straight.
If that was the case, how did I bend over and show you my ass?
That was just a rare occasion. That was a rare occasion, and you just caught me off guard, and you knew what you were doing. I looked up, and boom, there you were.
Got her.
But I'm going to point it out. Like, when you have no pants on and you're walking around, you are never just walking in a straight line. You're either your body's crooked or you're doing something.
Sound like a hater to me.
Not a hater. Just stating facts.
Let me tell you.
I'm so sleepy.
What? All you did today was sleep.
I know.
Guys, she woke up like 2 hours ago.
I know. I usually get up earlier than that, but I woke up at like 12:30 because I ordered DoorDash, and typically with DoorDash, I'll just stay awake because I've been
like
ordering.
Breakfast when
I've
she
been
gets
ordering
off work.
these breakfasts, but the place I wanted today wasn't open. But
why weren't they open?
I don't know. They weren't accepting DoorDash. I think maybe because it's Saturday, it's like a busy day for them. They don't deal with DoorDash. I don't know. But they wouldn't. Every other day this week, I've been ordering these breakfast sandwiches from this place. And today, they weren't open. So I ordered it from another place. And typically, I just stay awake until it gets here, which is usually like 8:30, 9 in the morning. And then I'll go to bed after. But today, I was laying in bed. I was like, oh, I'll be awake. Like my phone usually wakes me up when it's on vibrate. It'll usually wake me up out of my sleep because I put it under my pillow. And I got the vibration that they were on their way with my order, but then I fell asleep. And then next thing I know, Dylan's in the room and he was like, hey. Okay, so Dylan was like, hey. He comes into the room. And
well, because I went to the gym. She came in. We did a donut review. Check out my channel in like a week or two for that one. But anyway, she said, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. She's like, yeah, I'm going to stay up and eat my food. And actually, if I fall asleep, I'll just put my sound on. So
it was on, too.
Okay, cool. Because, like, we don't want this food sitting on a doorstep for a long time.
Which it did.
I had a feeling this happened, too. I was at the gym. I got the notifications, like, that it was delivered.
I never texted you or anything.
And I had texted you, like, right around there, and you never responded to me. So I was like, And I almost didn't get on the treadmill because of it. Like, I almost just came straight home after my lift. But no, I come home. There's our breakfast, just chilling on the welcome mat.
It wasn't that cold, warm out, though, at that point.
I mean, it hasn't really been warm out at all.
It wasn't too bad. But Yeah, so the food sat out, and he came in there. He woke me up. He was like, hey, do you want to eat?
She didn't get up, though.
I didn't. I fell back because I was so tired because my work schedule has been fucked lately. I've been working every other day. So it's really hard because, like, I worked last night, and then I'm off today, but then I work tomorrow night. But, like, it's not a full 24 hours off, basically. It's hard.
It is.
It is, but it's not, like, it's sleep time when I'm off, you know? It's
right.
Like
it's like, over 24 hours. It's just you can't get on a regular schedule.
Right. It's very, very hard.
You would have to, like, be nocturnal if you wanted
it's very
it to be
hard.
normal.
So next week it gets a lot better. I have 4 days off next week in a row, and I'm so excited for that. Get my cavities or my fillings redone. Gonna get my oil changed.
You keep calling them cavities, dude.
They are cavities. That's what fillings
I need
are.
to go to the doctor. I gotta I don't know what, dude.
Let's talk about that.
I'm nervous.
So for the past past week and a half or so.
No, not even. It's literally
You've been saying your wrist is hurting.
But it's been this week that it happened.
He was like, my wrist is hurting.
Because it didn't hurt the whole last weekend I was gone. I was in Colorado Springs last weekend for this retreat. Like, this whole thing. And I was busy the whole time. My wrist did not hurt while I was there.
He comes home and he's like, my wrist is hurting. It's hurting. It's hurting. Like,
so
when he moves it just hurts. Well, 2 or 3 days ago, I take a look at it and I notice. I'm like, dude, like,
there's a fucking
your
lump.
wrist is swollen and there's like a lump. Like, it looks like a cyst or like some sort of it's like a nodule.
It looks better now, though.
It does. It was bigger the other day.
It's getting way smaller. But you can feel it. It's hard.
So we have just been keeping an eye on it. But
it is fucking with me because I can't do what I want to do.
Like, I told him today, I was like, well, yesterday he didn't lift at all. And I said, I think you should just take it easy on picking up weights, doing anything with that wrist until we see it's getting better. Because you don't want it to keep irritating it. Like, if you don't do things to make it better, it's not going to get better. So let's just take it off for a day. Let's just see how things go.
So I ran yesterday, did legs today. Tomorrow I'll probably just run because...
but it is getting better. It's not hurting him as much anymore, really, at all. So,
so my dad has arthritis, and that's what got me the most nervous. That's honestly like what's in my head, and I know like me stressing over it is probably just gonna make it worse.
Yeah, but if it was arthritis, is it feeling better?
I mean, yeah, but it ain't like it's not 100%. It don't feel as good as this wrist does.
Is that the arm that got fucked up?
No. That's the weirdest part. So if you guys don't know. I don't even know how long ago this was. It had to be like 5 years now.
It was recently before you met me.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't realize.
Yeah. It had to be like 5 years ago. I slipped. I fell. I broke this arm and it severed a nerve. So my hand was limp. But like I couldn't even lift up my arm like this unless I went like this. Like when I tell you, like if I went like this,
dead arm, flaccid.
My arm would just swing. Like, flaccid. I had no control of anything below like here. So my elbow, my wrist, I couldn't.
You can move. You could do this.
Yeah. Just everything above that. So like here, I could literally. That's all I could do though. But I couldn't even do this. I couldn't open my hand. And so I'm always nervous of this hand. So like I'm always just like hyper aware of like things I do with this hand. But then this fucking wrist goes and has a problem.
You're getting old.
It honestly annoys me how much you say that. Like, I'm not getting old.
You're not.
30, even if I was 30, is not old.
But you are in the age frame of where things start coming on.
And that's fine. I'm aware of that.
I am too, though.
But that's not old. And also, I think old is a mindset. And I don't mean that in terms of like, oh, you can feel young, because I don't mean that. But I mean
when
like...
you're 70, you're getting old.
Correct. Like, if you keep yourself in... But there's 7-year-olds out there who
are doing it. Yeah, of course.
You just got to keep yourself in functioning, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to keep yourself active and, like, able to do things. You know when you get old, when you just stop doing shit. Mm-hmm. Then your whole body's like, well,
I'm old.
I just adapt to this sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah. I'm, like, old. Half my mind is old, half my mind is young.
In what ways?
Like, I'm old in the sense of I don't want to do shit. I don't want to leave the house.
No one wants to do shit.
But then I'm young in a sense of I like TikTok and I like...
You don't think there's old people who like TikTok? TikTok is not defined by age.
I guess. I think it's definitely a more Gen Z type situation, but not
anymore.
It's a
main. I think it was to start. It's a mainstream. So it's the social media.
It's the best platform that has ever been around, and every other platform is trying to be just fucking like it. Snapchat.
All right. So first of all, every time something new comes out, it's the best one that's ever been around. But like in terms of fucking up society, it's the worst one.
Yeah, and Facebook is for sure a heavy hitter too.
And that's been around. That was like been around forever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the Facebook ain't even up there.
But Facebook is more like
keep up with people.
Yeah, and it's
like
it's a way
thing.
more like personal type situation. TikTok people can be mean.
People can be mean anywhere. Facebook's toxic as fuck.
Depends on what you. I guess it all depends on what you subject yourself to. Because people like my grandma on Facebook, like she'd just be seeing all these fake news things and believing them. Like if you share some sort of site from
that's
something,
old people though.
From like crazynews.com or something like that, like get that shit off my timeline. Unfriend. And you're like, oh, this is so crazy. You guys got to read this. And people in the comment like, this is fake. The problem. This is fake. This is fake. Like, if you can't distinguish a fake article and a real article, something's wrong.
But like I was saying, TikTok is the one's fucking up, like, attention spans and, like, your need for, like, new shit constantly.
Yeah, it's definitely messing with that because...
Which, like, I wouldn't say... It's not great for people our age either. But I think that we at least
horrible for young kids.
Yes.
But that's how that one show Cocomelon is, though. Cocomelon is not a good show for kids because it basically puts them in a trance because there's not a period of like 4 to 6 seconds where the image on the screen stays the same. It is constantly like moving to another whole separate scene constantly. So it's kind of like TikTok. Like it's short and it's overly.
What do you mean it's going to a different scene? Like not even a different angle, a different scene
like
altogether?
It's constantly like it's not like because like different angles are like whatever. But like you could like typical shows and movies, you're on a scene, you're walking around, you're talking, you're engaging, but your camera angles don't change that much. They might like move a little bit here and there, but no, it's like 1 minute there's a mom and a kid playing, the next minute there's a kid eating, the next minute it's this, the next second it's this, and it's like colors changing, everything is changing.
Like a premise to the show, or is it just random shit?
No, I mean there's a premise, but it's crazy. It's a crazy show. Like if you sat down, have you ever seen any of it?
I mean, I know what the characters look like, but I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
It's crazy. And that's why when kids are like, Cocomelon, they fucking run because it's like a drug to them because it is
How many kids you interacting with?
It's all on TikTok. I see it all on TikTok.
God damn, you are just as bad as these kids with Cocomelon.
But I'm an adult. But I see it all on makes TikTok. It worse. There was a trend.
You shouldn't be as easily influenced.
You didn't see that trend of parents like playing like this Cocomelon. Well,
I don't see the trends you see.
Well, there was a trend going around, and it was the Cocomelon theme song, and you play and you see how your kid reacts, and they put it on, and the kids come flying in there like, whoa, like where's Cocomelon? And it's just.
But that could be a lot of things
the sound.
As kids.
But yeah, Cocomelon is in it's studies have been shown for Cocomelon.
All them shows like throw music in there because that's how they are. Did you see the TikTok I sent you earlier that I said this is you? Mm-hmm. What one?
About the corn.
That was 100% you, dude. What you doing right now? You look like a kid with Cocomelon right now.
So it says Cocomelon is very stimulating for kids, but if your kid has sensory needs like autism and stuff, it's great for that because it really heightens on their sensory. But it's very, some people claim to say it's almost like being on drugs, like the endorphins it sets off and the way it makes you feel.
Then I'm about to start watching Cocomelon.
For a young
get a natural
kid.
high.
Like if a kid can hardly even talk and they're just staring at the screen and it's just like,
I think that's any like. Yeah. Cartoons are so overloaded now. Like, then what we had, like, our shit was so basic.
It was show like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Rocket. Rocket Power.
Don't ever disrespect
Zaboomafoo. Out of the box. Simple.
Those aren't even cartoons.
Dragon Tales. I was heavy on Dragon Tales. That was my favorite show growing up.
But I think any child show could have the argument that, like, it's setting shit off. Like
I think if you put your kids in front of a screen all day, it's wrong in general.
No one's supposed to just sit there and just watch shit for endless period.
Like it's one thing to sit here and watch a movie and have movie night. That's one thing, but it's another thing to give a kid an iPad and say, okay, and that's what you use.
How do you expect it to be any different when the adults are all binge watching television as well?
Well, yeah, I mean, your kids are a product of your environment, but I think if you have kids, I mean, you do whatever you want with your kids. You do you. But I feel like if you have children, you shouldn't be glued in front of the TV anyways. You should be out doing things and molding them and taking them to parks and on walks and to whatever you want to do. But if you give, because like I've seen so many kids where I'm not going to give examples because I don't want anyone to get offended. But, like, you have a kid that's bad and you just give them their iPad. You give them their iPad. You give them their tablet.
What are these kids' names?
And they just immediately are fine. Or they're screaming, I want my tablet. And, like, screaming.
It's a real problem.
It's a problem. And, like, if you have to have your kid on a tablet in the grocery store to keep them calm and not acting a fool. You know what the worst one for me is? That's a problem. Your kid,
fucking restaurant, dude.
Your kid, right. Like, I have a friend on Facebook who puts her kid in headphones.
As a server, I would say shit all the time.
In headphones, tablet sitting there. And it's
that's like cool on, like, a plane.
But if that's the only way you can get your kid to behave in public, that's an issue. If you have to, that is an issue. It's just
they're being lazy, for real.
Like, you don't want to talk to your kid. Like, I feel like when you're eating, it's time to, like, talk and, like, you know, joke and, like.
We don't got kids. But we're judging you.
Yeah, we are. Because I feel like if you don't show them it's normal, they don't know any better. Your kids only know what you show them. They don't know what we know. So if you...
Speaking of kids, look what my mom just sent me.
These kids are so sweet.
Look at Maverick in his shoes. He was pumped.
He's so fucking cute.
It's so weird to see him with short-ass hair like that, dude.
He looks like you. But his little face, he is so sweet. He is so sweet. I mean, I want to see the video Addie sent you. I want to see her text and stuff. Was she doing it herself?
Was it told my mom
slow
this
because she probably takes time to type.
No, it wasn't. I told my mom. I said it kind of seemed like she was the one typing, so I'm assuming that maybe it was like talk to text, because she texted me. The first one said, but the first one said and I said, so I think that it was one of them texted me and said Addie said, and I said okay, and then she sends me this.
Let me hold it. Oh, you're putting it. This is a Scooby-Doo.
Because she told me that she got a Scooby-Doo drink, and it came with a Scooby-Doo Little, which I think, you know, maybe she did do it, because I think that means lid. And I still got it. I'll take a picture and send it to you. And then I said, that's cool. I want one. She said, when I go out to Colorado, I'll give it to you. I won't forget to pack it. I might. I think it's time for text.
She's so sweet.
And then she just sent me these emojis, said, love you, Uncle Dylan.
She's so sweet. They're both so sweet. So sweet. Like, they're what makes me want to have kids sometimes looking at them.
Chill, fam.
Especially, like...
Chill.
Because I see...
What if we have an ugly kid, dude? That's my biggest fear.
We won't. And even if we
You don't know that. If we do what?
Have ugly kids. Like, it is what it is. Then that says a lot about us as people. If we have ugly kids, we're fucking ugly then.
No. That's not what that means. And you know that's not what it means.
That means that we're so good looking that we have ugly kids. No. That's how it happens too sometimes.
Yeah, it can happen anyway. That's the thing. You can get different genes from the family. Like, not everyone in the family is attractive. There's genes that can pop up from fucking generations ago. Like, we don't know how this shit works.
I think we'll be good.
It's like rolling the dice. And I've done enough bad shit in my life. I might have an ugly ass kid. And I'm not prepared for that because I'm not someone who can lie. I'm going to be very realistic and know if I have an ugly kid. Because I always wonder, do people know when they have an ugly kid? And the answer is yes, you do.
You do.
Of course. And sure, I'll still tell them, you know, you got a personality.
Shut the fuck up, Dylan.
If my kid's ugly, I'm not going to be like, you are so beautiful. That's a lie.
Dylan, then you don't have to because I'll be the one.
It's a lie.
I'll be the one to do it. Because we're going to be in the mirror every day and do affirmations. It's not about looks. Everything's not about looks. You say I'm...
That specifically is.
But you should tell your kid, oh, you look so cute today. You look beautiful today.
That's
I
different.
love that.
You can look cute.
Right. But like you should compliment them because
you compliment
But
them.
you shouldn't only, like when I was growing up, I felt like I only got compliments on my looks.
I don't know why.
Only. I never...
I already told you what I call a 4. Or
yeah,
6
I don't care.
Something.
And after that whole fucking finger booty digging
shit, it's not about that.
You're
this
gross.
Is physical attraction.
And physical attraction has gone down since then.
I don't believe it.
You
still here, aren't you?
You don't have to believe it. Yeah, but
what? You still here?
You know that sound about? You know how you sent me that dog the other day? It's like I sit here and I think or whatever. That is me. I need to put that on my thing. When your boyfriend puts his fingers after he's digging in your ass in his face, in your
ass,
digging in his own ass because he has gooch hairs tangled up from running.
You sound like a hater, bro. Can we end this? I'm trying to go get some food. I'm hungry as fuck.
You know, I smelled your body glide the other day because I thought it was. I didn't know. I thought it was like smelled good because I love your smell. So I'll smell your deodorant sometimes. I smelled his body glide the other day.
Body glide is like.
Look at his face. I forgot. Wait.
I was
like, oh my God, he puts it in his fucking ass.
It's like they keep rashes from like coming in your legs. Like no chafing. It's like anti-chafe shit. So I put it in my thighs. I put it in my gooch. I put it like in my ass crack. That's the only place that goes. You took that out and smelled it.
I always smell your stuff. I always smell your body wash. I always smell your deodorant. It smells so good.
That's different. Those things smell good.
I was like, let me smell his body glide. I wonder if it smells like. And then I smelled it and I was like, oh my God, I forgot.
You should have kept that to yourself. That is filthy.
But it didn't stink. It didn't smell like anything. It didn't smell like anything.
Sometimes there's pubic hairs on there. I'm like, legitimately, there's just pubes.
It didn't smell like anything. So I was like, okay, good. Because after I was like,
I haven't used that one.
I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
There's one on my gym bag I've been using. It's a small one.
Yeah, that one didn't smell like anything.
Smell it.
No. It didn't smell like anything, but I always smell your stuff because you smell so good. That's why I wasn't in your closet today attacking you with your armpits.
She was sniffing my armpits.
It smells so good. You smell so good all the time. And your head. I love the smell of his head.
Even these?
Those little nasty fingers, no.
Booty diggers.
Chop your hands off.
All right, guys. I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some wings.
We're going to be at the dinner table reading.
Maybe
both of us sitting there.
There's UFC fights going on around us. You just got
like,
books on the table.
Quiet down. We're trying to read.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide!
All right, see you next week.